What is up, YouTube? Doug here with Hollywood Rodents. So we haven't been posting a lot of YouTube videos recently because I didn't have my laptop and a few other things were going on, and honestly this right here has been taking up most of my time. So this is going to be your guys' first look at our new building, and I'm pretty excited about that. We should be finishing up this thing sometime this week. This is Wednesday, so hopefully by the end of the weekend we're going to be done with this building. And then we'll start moving animals in the following week, which will be the first week of May. So behind me, you guys can see this. I'm actually going to pick up the camera and I'm going to kind of do a vlog style shoot so you guys can sort of see stuff and I can wave my hands around and talk about it. So camera work's going to get a little weird here for a second, but just follow along. So on this end behind me here, obviously we've got our exhaust fan up there. That thing is no joke. It is pretty serious. Against this would be the south wall. We have what equates to 16 feet of wall before we hit an outlet, and then we start to have power on along down here. And then of course this end here behind me is where the door is. Let me get around here so you guys can see. Sorry, the door. There's one of the heaters. The air conditioning unit's going to go between those two outlets there, and it's going to be on its own circuit. And then as we kind of continue around, we see our panel and more outlets. So you notice that all of our outlets are up high because, you know, we want to be able to put whatever electrical things we need to plug in. They need to be able to be up high, so if we do ever happen to have any rodents loose, they're not chewing on things in here, you know, chewing on any electrical stuff. The other thing is you know, in the future, I may not, when I buy some property, we may not move this building. It may stay here. My buddy Curtis, who is renting me this space, he might turn it into a reptile building. In fact, him and I just got done kind of laying out to my left, your right is going to be, he has a building that's 50 feet away that we're going to start working on. There's insulation done in there. We're going to start sheetrocking soon. That's going to be a climate controlled room for his reptiles. At the end of this, I am going to put together or put in the time lapse of them delivering the building. That stuff's been shared with my Patreon subscribers a couple of weeks ago when we started this whole thing, but this is kind of that first public, you know, first update for everybody. We're really excited. This is going to be, it's going to do a lot for us business-wise. This is going to cut our overhead by a lot, I mean like literally a lot of money every month. But I'm going to go through a little bit of the features of what we got going on in here. So we do have 8-foot sidewalls. You'll notice on these walls here, I've actually got in the corners there, I've got some 2x that are cut down at an angle. The ventilation in here is all going to be ducted so that we can kind of control where we're drawing air from. That fan on the end there will pull enough that it almost creates a vacuum in here, even with the big vent in the floor on that main wall. We're going to put some vents in the floor. We're going to do our very best to make sure that we are, you know, really evacuating. Let's step back here. When that fan comes on, then we're evacuating all of the air, helping out with any kind of buildup of ammonia gas in the tubs, any of that kind of stuff. Just things that we're learning from our first iteration on odor control and just the overall health of our animals. So there's some stuff in here that's pretty cool. We've got on that wall, I've got a timer switch that's set to come on a certain time. The light that's going to be right up here is an 8-footer, an 8-foot daylight fluorescent. Actually, the whole length of the center, 24 feet. So this is a 12 by 32 foot shed. We're going to have 16 feet of fluorescent lights right down the center. This thing's going to be really well lit. The one on this end is going to come on. It's going to be on for 14 hours a day. And then I've got another timer switch over here for something that we're not really ready to announce to the public yet, but our Patreon subscribers know, and that's one of the benefits of being one of our Patreon subscribers. While I'm talking about it, you know, you get a heads up or access to some of our little more secret stuff pretty soon. This end down here as you can see, we got all kinds of lights in here. Plus, there's going to be an overhead fluorescent in there. The reason for this is pretty simple. Is when we get ready to start shooting more videos out here, the lighting's better. Everything's going to be this kind of this bright, this sort of brown. All the walls and stuff are going to be this sort of this softer brown color. Got to give a big shout out to Darwin for hooking us up on that. So part of all of this community is coming up with, you know, working with businesses and things like that. And Darwin works at Intermountain Lumber, and they had a whole bunk of this 1/4 inch sheeting. That's really nice sheeting. It's actually really expensive if you were to buy it. It was just sitting in their warehouse. Nobody had any idea where it was supposed to go or anything like that. It's been there for about 4 or 5 years, and so they made me a hell of a deal on it, so I bought the whole thing. So now we have enough to do all of this in here for a very affordable price. So, you know, by saving some money there, we're able to do a lot more of the electrical stuff that we wanted to do. We were able to upgrade our heaters instead of running, basically running 2 of the 1500 watt cadet heaters on 120. We were able to do that bad boy there, which is one of their twin packs. That's a 4000 watt heater, and then you can see on that far end there's a 1500 watt one, and then we're also, you know, able to add things that should be on the wish list. Like right over here we have a programmable thermostat, right? And it's digital. It's really nice. But that's going to allow us to really control the temperature in here, because this one secret project that we got going over here, those animals are very temperature sensitive and daylight sensitive. So it's just another thing that we're going to add to the offering. You know, the whole idea of this project is to do better for you guys. You should see the video that I posted today already about the changes to the ordering system and all that good fun stuff. So anyhow, guys, I did kind of ramble a little bit. I got a little off topic, or, you know, kind of had to go back to some things. This isn't the most well thought out video I've ever done, but it's Wednesday night. It's kind of late. I'm really tired. I've been working hard on this plus my normal day job. But we're just trying really hard to get this finished up for you guys so that we can be back to business as normal. So anyhow, guys, like I said, I'm going to close this out with a time lapse of them setting this building. It's really cool. So please enjoy that, guys. Anyways, peace.